In this video, we're going to take a look at the market here in Tucson, Arizona in July 2023 with our market update. Stay tuned, it's Steve Dooley. Hey, it's Steve here, and if you haven't already done so, please like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos in this series and you're all up to date to make an educated buying or selling decision here in 2023. Okay, let's dive into the stats here for this month. Starting with the average sales price, we're sitting at $342,000 here in the greater Tucson area, and that's all property types. Single family is at $370,000, so if you're looking at a single family, that's where we're at for the average. However, $342,000 is the median overall. Want to just note that year over year here, we are up 5.2%. So despite the market being slower, which we'll dive into in a second, so please keep watching, despite that, we're still appreciating in value of homes, and despite the higher interest rates as well. So homes are still appreciating at 5.2%, and the price per square foot, which correlates with the home price, is at $207 a square foot. Again, up 5.1%. So those two are kind of work in tandem there. Looking at homes for sale in our inventory, we have been getting a lot of inventory coming on the market here in Tucson, and you can see year over year, from June of last year to now, we have an increase in like almost 50%. So that's a significant increase in the number of properties for sale here in Tucson. We're sitting at like 3,300, and we were at 2,200. Now, just to put that into perspective, 3,300 homes is still considered very much a seller's market and low inventory. So just keep that in mind as we go through this video. I want to point out the number of total sales. So this is definitely due to the higher interest rates. And just a heads up, right now, we're sitting in the high sixes on the interest rates. They have just spiked up in the last week or two. But this has slowed down. We're down 25% in total sales this year from last year. So that just shows that it's a slower market, and we do have less inventory. But demand is lower also, again, due to largely the interest rates. Days on market. So moving into days on market, that's definitely higher, 183% increase in last year. But if we recall from last year in June, we were just recovering from 2021. We were still having super low interest rates, in through June. And if we recall from last year, July is when they started increasing the interest rates to slow down the inflation. So through June, we were still sitting with low interest rates. And that's why that last year at this time, it was only 6 days on market. The houses were flying off. And now they're at 17. Again, this is still considered very fast in a seller's market. And one thing to note on this is it is very case dependent. If you have a really nice house in a great neighborhood, you can be seeing multiple offers on your listing right out the gate and having it under contract within a couple of days. However, on the other side of that coin, in certain neighborhoods, especially the further out areas, Vail, Sahuarita, Marana, Outer Marana, things like that, we're definitely seeing a longer days on market, but that does bring up the average, to the 17 there. So flipping to months of supply. So again, still largely in a seller's market. If we were in even an even market would be like 4 to 5 months of inventory. We're sitting at 2.2. Again, that's still increased from, this time last year. But we've gone through some changes, from then to now. And a percent of list price. So this is something to note. We're sitting at 99, like 99.5. And again, this is due to the increase in inventory. And again, at different properties in different areas, we're seeing offers that are being accepted under asking price. And we're still getting a lot of seller concessions depending on the property and the situation. So if you are a buyer or a seller, specifically a buyer, and you're looking at a property and you're thinking about placing an offer, be sure to consult with your expert real estate agent like myself or whoever you're working with. make sure you consult with them and make sure they find out what the status of that property is before you place your offer or put together the offer, because you could be faced with a multiple offer situation or not. And if not, you look at the days on market. If there's like 30 days on market, you can actually be aggressive with your offer, come in, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 under, get seller concessions and that type of thing. So it really is just case dependent on each individual property, how long they've been sitting on the market, and you know, if you're faced with a multiple offer scenario. So those are the main takeaways right there. Just know that we're in a kind of a strange market where interest rates are still high, and where it's going to go, again, we've heard predictions before saying it was going to go down in July, which it hasn't. I've also been hearing from the quote experts that towards the end of the year we might see a drop in interest rates as well. That being said, nobody has the crystal ball, and I just want to keep you fully updated and make an informed decision as you look to either buy or sell a home here in 2023. I truly appreciate you watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and go ahead and watch another video in this series. We will talk to you soon.